Alright, another little red oak shooter's box. Glued on the keepers for the lid, keep it lined up straight. Keep the moisture, any moisture that would be coming out of it, still in it, right down in here. So that's what those are. Used some, what do they call it? Adhesive Instabond and some beads. You put them two on there. This one's guaranteeing it not to go anywhere, and that one's making sure it stays put right when you're putting it on there. So it's kind of nice. And then I just use some average old clamps here. So put them on an hour's time. I'm getting ready to put a handle on it. And there's one of my first versions over there. I did put a little bit bigger handle on this box, and just because I felt that handle might be a little bit inadequate. So I went with the bigger handle, and they didn't have the black hasp at Menards, and they didn't have them at Lowe's, so it's probably going to be a special order item if I want to go with the black. I think the black looks good, but anyway, going with a hasp, a little heavier duty hasp, and then of course there's a metal box that goes inside there. And you know what's nice about these boxes is they've been laser etched. I'll have to take that one off and laser etch it before I finish it, or vice versa. Anyway, yeah, it's made out of 1/2 inch oak, and I think this one was actually made out of 3/8 inch thick oak, and that one came out of 1/2 inch because I just decided to mill it just a little bit heavier. And anyway, they're beautiful. And then of course I super glued all the knots. This one doesn't have quite as many defects. This particular one right here was the it got all the scrap boards put in it, so it's got more stuff in it. But hey, it's a nice box. And of course, there you go. Nice oak box. All the joints are box jointed, 6-sided. And that's all put on there pretty tight. I've taken out and filled a couple times and did that way. So there we go. And then of course everything stays bone dry in the ammo can box. It's a black powder shooter's box. So all right. Well, the shooter's box. Had to get this different hasp on here. A little bit different than the last ones. They had a different deal. And yeah. So here we go. Anyway, this has to have a little pin on it because that hasp has no locking ability. When it's down like that, the door will come up 3/8 of an inch. So I put this little pin in there, right here. It comes in. All it is just a nail, and it goes through that hole right there, and it locks this from sliding up, right there. So all that is just a lock to keep that lid from going open 3/8 of an inch, because there's a gap between this pin here and that pin there. So yeah, kind of a different deal, but couldn't get one of them other hasps, so this is what I had to come up with, and there it is. Anyway, the box came out really nice. I like the bigger handle a little bit more, so a little more comfortable to grab. It does have a little bit of a deal down here in the bottom. I don't know, but it's got 4 screws in it, and then the screws are on the hinges. There was 3 on the other ones, only 2 here. And I'm going to be covering this over with some Helmsman spar varnish, and I've got a laser, the young man's totem right here in this area here next, and then we'll be ready to finish. So there we go. Alright, there's the finished product. Lasering for 4 legs. He's got 2 crutches that go on. His name's Taylor Fifield, and he is a running machine. So whenever you see him running, you think he had 4 legs. I've seen him run, and he is fast. Anyway, there he is. There's the box. I went out and unloaded the trailer to find some of this Pyrodex. And the very last bucket that I pulled out of everything, all of my totes, there was the Pyrodex. So anyway, that's how it goes sometimes. But I did get the trailer unloaded. I did get some of my gear kind of rearranged. Won't need the FCF stuff for a couple months anyway. And so anyway, there's the box, and this keeps all the shooting gear dry, because a lot of times on our FCF deal, it just pours rain. So even if the box gets a little bit wet, the contents will stay dry. I learned that a long time ago, just to give it the facade of being old looking, but inside keep it good and dry. Otherwise you'll have a bunch of moldy old stuff that you're going to throw away. Oh, it came out right. It's got a lot of the characters of oak in it, and got the rays in there. They're beautiful. I've got a little sapwood in there as well, and a few little things, some little bitty knots. And I've got a little spot in here that's probably a little bit softer than what I wanted in there, but it's all right. It'll hold. And of course, that's all box jointed, glued with Type Bond 3. Then it has a clear coat of Helmsman spar urethane on top of it. 2 coats inside and out. And the hardware is just some cheapo Lowe's outside hardware. So it'll start splitting up. Anyway, makes a nice box. It's got his totem on it. He's our district scout. And that's one of the advantages of being a district scout, is coming up things, people donate stuff when you're an overachiever. This young man's an overachiever, so that's good to see, and glad to present that to him when he gets back off of his missions trip to the Carolinas. He's out there with a group of Royal Rangers on a Pathfinder trip, and they are cleaning beaches and looking at historical sites, helping some churches there, and doing all kinds of different things. So Paul Etheridge is leading that group, and it is 2025. Day after the big beautiful bill was passed, July 4th. I'm looking forward to an economy that just is just going and going. And I've seen my stocks win back what they lost in the last 6 months. So that's encouraging in the last month and a half. So that's encouraging, and hopefully they'll get to making some money again. So there we go, and God bless.